This is a finished product glass block window. I had to put the blocks in unevenly, just wherever they fit, because of all these exhaust pipes, and I didn't want to go through the hassle of re-engineering and placing exhaust pipes in different places. I figure if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I put this venting window in as well. And I have one more window to do this to, which is right here. This is sort of what it looked like beforehand, which is there's a piece of plywood, and that's the extent. Doesn't allow, cold air comes through there like nobody's business in the winter. Doesn't allow through the light, and it's also not so thick. Yeah, so safety-wise, that's a pretty big hole. That's like 2 feet from here to here. So security-wise, I figure better to have that glass block window. So here I have, see here, the terrain here slants. So I'm actually going to fill that in first with cement up to the level of the windowsill so that the glass blocks are actually in the window. And then I'm going to level that out and start the glass blocks on top of that. The first step is to put in a strip of cement that's level to put the glass blocks on top of. All right, I got 4 bricks glass blocks on. That cement piece I did the other day, you could probably see it comes up to about here. See the difference in color till about there. That made a ledge where I can start the glass blocks on a level terrain, and also that they'll fit within the window. See this mold went underneath as well. So if I started down here, it would block the first 2 inches of the glass. So this way the entire glass is in the window. And we're just gonna keep going. So here's the finished product. I just finished it. Now it's got to dry. See, I used wipes after putting the cement around, so you can still see on the inside, which I'm gonna have to take off the plywood on the inside later and wipe down the windows on the inside, but you can see the cement drip down on the inside. I wiped down the cement on the front here. You see it's nice and clean. All I used is wipes. Once the cement gets a little dry, it's easy to just wipe off. Comes right off, no issue. I put foam around the pipes. Insulation foam, or basically it's a wrap, foam wrap. The reason for that is I put a few layers in case I ever have to remove the pipes, change them, or make any adjustments. There will be a gap. Now the gap is being held by the foam, which is half an inch or an inch in total between both sides. But it's just it's an easy fix where the foam just stays there. And if the foam ever leaves, it could just put some caulk in there or some plumber's putty. But in the meantime, it closes the gap, and it also leaves a space should you need to do any repairs or whatnot. So this is it. You can see at this window here, I also had to use the foam. I especially wanted to use it on the gas line in case any repairs or pipes are needed to be changed out. You can see some rust over here. So you never know. It's always good to have that flexibility of, instead of having to grind or chop it away, just leave a gap. There could always be filled with many flexible items such as putty or other if the foam does come out over time. But yeah, foam looks pretty firm in there. I don't really want to push away, but it just keeps out the bugs and the cold air, and that's the goal. Other than that, it just it's there in case we need to do any repairs. So here is an inside view of our window we're gonna have to cut it from here to the edge, and from one pipe to the next, and then all the way to the edge to pull it off. And maybe we'll just cut it upward down to the pipe and then across to get it out. And we'll have to take out the screws. They're holding it in place, and it should pop right out. We'll be able to see what things look like from the inside. This is putty, plumber's putty, that sealed the gap in the past. And there it is. We there was a window frame in there with one pane of glass. We took it out and we cleaned it up. We wiped down the windows, the glass blocks, and now you can see outside. You can see right there's a tree outside, and this window here opens really nicely. Yeah, you just pull this down, and then it just opens up. There we go. Now there's actually a nice breeze coming in. It's nice and cool out. You can see the foam and how it creates an extra inch of space, and this is how the stones, this is how the cement's going to dry in between everything. I left the window frame itself. It actually adds structural support to the structure of the house. So if I don't need to take it out, I'll probably just leave it, or as much of it as possible. That would be the plan. I might take out this little strip here for the window itself, but the main frame I'm just gonna leave as a structural support. Yeah, that's it. Now you can see, even in this area of the basement where there's no light on right now, the light's coming through the window. And it's through both of these windows where we put the glass blocks, and it's just creating a light, so which is nice, where you can see what's going on down here without too much struggle, or to have to go turn the light on somewhere. Also, if I'm in the basement, there's no immediate doorway here. I want to see, here's something going on outside. I can see through the window, see what's going on out there. I put the two center ones are wave pattern for privacy, but the two on the side actually are clear, so I can see what's going on outside.